save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Yeah, and I'm back with another video. Yes, I made a purchase. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yes, of course you made a purchase, because that's what this channel's all about. You always be buying things, and then you talk to us about them. You tell us how we can get them and what's out there, what's new, either whether it be physical media, CDs, Blu-rays, DVDs, or toys. Okay, that's pretty much what I talk about around here, and myself. I talk about myself, my family, problems that are going on in my life, problems that go on in other people's lives, things that you can relate to. So this is a relatable channel. So please do me a favor and please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. But today we are going to talk about the king. Yes, the king. Yes, the king. Yeah, not this king. Not Elvis, not the king of rock and roll. We ain't gonna talk about Michael Jackson. We ain't talking about the king of pop, okay? That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that king. We're not talking about this king right here. This king, all well and good. Love me some Elvis Presley, but that ain't the king we talking about. We are talking about this king right here. The man who joined Mercyful Fate and made Mercyful Fate what it is. The man that with the makeup that blows away Gene Simmons' makeup 10 times over, and Gene wanted to sue him because he's like listen, I created makeup. Gene thought he created makeup. Listen, now I am a Kiss fan. I am a King Diamond fan. Now, I listen to pretty much anything. Okay, whatever I'm in the mood for, whatever I feel. Like sometimes when I'm just chilling or whatever, I might want to listen to a little bit of ICP. Okay, I might want to listen to some Insane Clown Posse. Some days I might feel like listening to some Cat Stevens. Some days I feel like listening to some David Bowie. Some days I feel like listening to some rap, rock, R&B. Even some days I feel like listening to a little country. Now let me make this very clear. I'm not a big country fan, but I do got a little soft spot for some Kenny Rogers. I got a little soft spot for some John Denver. Okay, I might throw some John Denver in if I feel like listening to some John Denver, or I feel like listening to even folk music. Okay, I love me some Jim Croce. I love folk music. But the King Diamond is the king of black metal. Yes, I found King Diamond back, and I want to say 1992, when I just thought I was experimenting with different musics. Okay, I was deep into Pink Floyd, and then all of a sudden somebody came on to me with a Gwar CD, and they were like, "You got to listen to this." I started listening to Gwar. I think it was America Must Be Destroyed, Gwar album, and then they handed me King Diamond Them. I didn't grab Them because Them specifically does not have King Diamond on the cover. Okay, so I wanted to grab one so you could actually see what the King looks like. The King is a scary fella. Okay, he's a scary fella, but I'll tell you right now, I've watched many interviews. He's a nice fella. Okay, he's a nice guy. But it's very strange because he started off. It was a whole satanic worshiping thing, and there was a lot of Satan stuff gathered around this group and everything. And then all of a sudden he changed his mind, and he was like more of like, I just don't believe in organized religion. Okay, which I kind of can respect that in a way. It's like to me, I feel like I have a relationship, not a religion. Okay, let's make that very clear. That's what I believe in. I believe in a relationship with something bigger than me, something that created all of this stuff. Listen, I don't think that this just happened by chance. I think that something created something. Okay, and whether you're a believer in Buddha, a believer in God, or a believer in I don't know, whatever your belief is, I believe it's the same person. It's all the same creator, whatever you believe in. If you don't believe in anything, then that's on you. Okay, that's your choice. Okay, I believe in freedom to make choices. You make your choices. In the end, you'll figure out what choice you should have made. But I love me some King Diamond music, and I'm gonna throw it out there at you. If you have never heard King Diamond, I recommend first of all you get Them. Okay, now a lot of people will debate me on that one, say, listen, if we're gonna start with this album, maybe we should start with this, maybe we should start with that, maybe we should start with some Mercyful Fate stuff first, and then maybe we should lead up to some King Diamond stuff and the regular King Diamond stuff, because he played in both groups. If you're not aware who King Diamond is, he's a rock star from Denmark. Okay, heavy metal star from Denmark, but he has a voice of an operatic singer. Okay, this guy's voice ranges. He literally is the Sybil, or multiple personality heavy metal singer of our generation, okay, my generation, okay. This guy can go from high to low to middle to doing voices. You don't listen. I listened to a song on them one time, and I was like, I could not believe that every single voice on this song was him singing. So I give credit where credit is due. Now, what happened to me recently is I purchased a King Diamond figure. Okay, and this is the King Diamond figure. This is the first one I purchased, and it comes in a nice little case. These are made by Super 7 Toys. Now, yes, this is a toy video and a little bit of music and a little bit of information, but in all, it's a toy video, and I wanted to get my hands on one of these so bad, but they only made so many of them. They only made so many, and they're out of production, and if you don't get your hands on them quickly, then they disappear. And it was one of those things, you know what I mean? It's like one of them, like, I better grab it now, because if I don't grab it now, then I'm not gonna get it later on. And I can't open it now, so that's a problem. But I did open it the other day. And okay, there we go. Wrong side. So just to show you what this looks like, now, I'm not gonna do an unboxing because I don't. These type of figures are not going to be displayed out of the boxes. They're going to be displayed in the boxes. But you got to see what these things look like. Now, if you are familiar with King Diamond, you're going to see stuff that you totally understand. And if you not familiar with King Diamond, then you're going to be very, very confused right now. But that's okay, because this episode might not be for you, but the following episode might be for you, okay? So, this is the King Diamond figure from his solo type career, okay? And Super 7 Toys, I'm not a big fan, okay? I want to tell you that right now. I'm not a big fan of their real action figures. I think it's reaction figures. The reaction figures, because I think that the paint applications. Listen, I'm a 1/6 scale Hot Toys and collector like that, so I'm looking for like perfection. If they had a King Diamond in a 1/6 scale, it would literally be on my shelf, okay? All they have is statues, and I'm not big on statues. So this was the closest thing that I could get to a articulated, close to looking like the King figure that I could possibly get. And it does come in a really, really cool box. I'm going to try to show you this. You know, I'm not too good at these toy unboxings yet, but we got the almighty, ultimate upside down crosses on the front and the back, which all of you people out there are probably like, upside down crosses, that's a sign of the devil. Now, actually, if you did read your Bible, you would find out that not everybody was crucified on a cross going up in the air. Some people were crucified upside down. So it eventually turned into a symbol of the devil or hatred or whatever later on down the line. But to me, it'll always be just a symbol of something that whatever you want it to be. So you lift this up like so, and on the back we have, I'm showing you the back first. We have King Diamond, and it says on the back here, King Diamond is a Danish heavy metal musician. As a vocalist, he is known for his extensive range, like I just said. In particular, his usage of falsetto. He is the lead vocalist for both Mercyful Fate and the infamous King Diamond group. Okay, so yeah, this here's the figure. Look at that. Now I'm gonna move it around because I don't want my ring light to be messing everything up. But you get two heads. Okay, you get the King Diamond well-known head, which he has on his body right there. This one over here is like an interview head. Okay, yeah, the King takes his makeup off when he does interviews. Okay, I've seen him many times in different kind of interviews when he used to do that metal show. He would be there with the sunglasses on. He did some Maury Povich, I think he did, where they would like, this is what your kids are listening to, please beware, one of those type things or whatever. And he also comes with a skull, which is named Melissa. Yes, he named his skull Melissa. And he has a microphone stand there made out of human bones. Yeah. And little inside information here. The skull was actually a real skull, and he did name it Melissa. And the bones were actually really made out of human bones. They were stolen from a concert years back, so now he has replaced them with, I believe, a fake skull and some fake bones. But little backstory on the King here. Yeah, and yeah, he's to me, he is the king of black metal music. I can't think of anybody else that I would throw out there. Now I'm just gonna move this out of the way. Now I'll tell you right now, Super 7 Toys did do a great job on this figure. I love the box, this cool little box that it comes in, so I can slide it and protect it, and I will be putting this plastic back on there in a little bit. But this is the one that I wanted to talk about. All right. Now, this was shipped from Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor. Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor. I'm going to put a little thing over here. Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor. Did I turn this thing? Okay. Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor was really cool to put a little Gene Simmons thing up here there, because I am a Kiss fan. I am a Kiss fan. As a matter of fact, I got Kiss tattoos, so yeah. So Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor sent this out to me, and they are from Florida. And the guy's name that I was working with, his name was Patrick, okay? And I got to tell you, Patrick helped me out quite a bit, because what happened was I had purchased the first King, okay? And the first King was like $70 or so, $70. That's a lot of money for that size figure. To me, I don't know, that's a lot of money for that size figure. And I was running a little bit low on cash, and then, you know, where I live, the state taxes and the shipping and everything was pushing me way over the limit. But then as I'm looking for that King, okay, a while back, I realized that there's another King. They released a Mercyful Fate version of the King. So I'm on eBay, and I'm contacting this guy, and we're going back and forth for a while, which the eBay account was actually under my wife's name, which I always feel bad, because sometimes when I'm communicating back and forth with these people, and I tell them, hey, I'm a preschool. Now think about this. Okay, I tell them I'm a preschool teacher. Okay, I tell them that I don't have a lot of money. I'm a preschool teacher. I give them my whole spiel and everything like that, and then I uncover that I'm a male. Okay, and usually I don't know how they're gonna take that. Like, oh well, I thought I was talking to a female because you said you were a preschool teacher, and we don't really think of preschool teachers as males. Well, I'm a male preschool teacher, and I'm also a male preschool teacher that absolutely loves King Diamond. Okay, so if I was gonna have the original King from the King Diamond band, I needed to have me my Mercyful Fate from King Diamond from Mercyful Fate. So going back and forth with Patrick, I'm like, it was like a let's make a deal thing. Now, I don't want to give any misinformation, but I'll just tell you that he bent for me. He bent over backwards. This is a guy that is definitely gonna get positive feedback. I'm gonna put his information up here. Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor for music, memorabilia, and more. And I'll tell you right now, this is one of the few websites that I actually did, after contacting him, I actually did go and look at his stuff that he sells on his eBay store. Now, this is off of eBay. This is off his eBay store. And this guy sells lunch boxes, big into vinyl, a lot of vinyl, but you can also get pretty much anything. I'm looking at the stuff over here. We got CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays. What do we got over here? We got a range. He's got a range of different things, but it's all rock related or heavy metal related or music related, and that's what I'm getting from it. I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. Now, this guy is also got 100% feedback and has sold over 21K worth of items with 100% feedback. So I had a lot of faith in this guy, and I also got to tell you that the fact that I was kind of on a real tight budget, and I had just purchased something recently, and I was like, you know, can you work with me and help? Okay, let's make sure everything was shut over. Can you work with me and help me out a little bit on, because the tax is gonna kill me? And he's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I could use you. Give me a little shout out on your channel, and you know, tell people that you know I run a good business. I run a good store, and I'm all for giving people props for their hard work. I give them props for working with people, because, you know, there's a lot of people that are not reasonable on eBay. There are a lot of people that are flippers and scammers and people that really. Now, I will tell you that this doll right here, this figure right here that's in this box, I'm gonna rip it open, because according to him, he's like, it's the perks that's in the box. Now, I don't know what the perks mean, but well, we'll see what the perks are. He's got the fragile all over it, which, you know, my mailman absolutely loves that. You fans of this channel, you know my mailman. Whenever he sees a fragile sticker, that means kick me twice as hard. That means kick me twice as hard. Matter of fact, he has a fragile sticker on the front, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fragile stickers. So that means my mailman kicked this thing 6 times as hard. He kicked it 6 times as hard, because he's like, 6 fragile sign, six fragile, handle with care. I'm gonna kick you 6 times. And so yeah, the communication was great. The communication was great, and I love giving credit where credit is due. And if you are a legitimate, honest salesman on eBay and you're willing to work with somebody, now I could have got this off a Big Bad Toy. Now let me throw this one at you. There's a Big Bad Toy Store out there. And this thing was like $53 on Big Bad Toy Store. They would have charged me another $40, another $4 for shipping. But I couldn't get in touch with them. They wouldn't let me purchase from their site. It kept coming up error, and I'm like, and then in my head I'm like, wait a minute. I've dealt with Big Bad Toy Store before. I tried to make a purchase from them before, and it didn't turn out very well. I eventually ended up canceling it because they didn't have it in stock, and then I got a letter like everybody was receiving their item, and I'm like, where's mine? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I pre-ordered this thing like months in advance, and then like, oh, we didn't get it in stock, so they let me down. So I was originally going to pay like $53 for this thing. I think I paid $10 more than Big Bad Toy Store, but for the $10 more, I think I went the right route because this thing came in. Let me tell you this too. This came in a record time. I gotta say I must have had this thing within 4 days after purchase, and it did come from Florida. I mean, so I'm gonna cut this open as much as I'm saddened. I'm saddened to. I gotta be careful here too because I don't know how it was boxed and how if you put a box in a box in a box, you never know if it's a box in a box in a box or it could be just the bag over the thing itself. So we're gonna find this out right about now. Here we go. So Patrick, thank you for working with me. I appreciate you. And I also appreciate, you know, he wanted the link to this channel. That I hope he did subscribe. Okay. This is what I do here, Patrick. I help people that don't have a lot of money to find people that they can trust to work with to try to get the items in their life that they really, really want. Now, these are not needs. You know, I do not need King Diamond figures, but these are definitely wants. And if you have one, and if my friends that are loyal viewers to this channel, they know that if I have one, I gotta have them all. Okay, it's a completist thing. It's a sickness thing. It's a thing. It's just a thing. All right, so here we go. So, boom. Open up the box. We got a box in a box, and we have Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor, music, memorabilia, more. www.prnrp.com. So I'll put that in the comments below in case you want to hit him up here. And it's he's got quite a bit of stickers here. This one over here, the first one was Alice Cooper, and I didn't Alice Cooper. Wow, whoa, Gene Simmons. But then I looked over at the other side, and I didn't even like really give it a little gander. But this literally looks like, if I'm right, that looks like Ozzy Osbourne from Black Sabbath. And I'm sure if my friend Patrick is watching this, he can comment on that. Yeah, hey, you actually do know your music there. That absolutely was Ozzy Osbourne from the Black Sabbath years on there. So we're gonna try to cut this easily. Like I said, I don't know if what the perks are. Maybe there are no perks. Maybe there is. I don't know. We shall see. The perk to me is I really didn't care if there was a perk or not. And anything I get extra from anybody, I appreciate. So you know how I am with that. I don't normally get items from people, and people don't give me nothing for nothing. I usually pay for everything that I got. So anything that I can get that somebody wants to give me as a gift, I am appreciated by it. So here we go. Let's open this up here. So first of all, oh, okay, all right, here we go. Oh, stickers. Hey, we got stickers. Okay, we got a. Know what's cool about this Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor thing there? I guess he makes his own, or he has his stickers made for him, and it's actually an abundance of kind of cool kind of stuff here. So here we go. So we get a Papa's Rock and Roll. Okay, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor sticker, bumper sticker, or back window sticker, and he actually put the King. It's actually one with the King right in there. So you could tell that this guy knows his music, okay? So you get a sticker for the back of your card here. Here's another sticker. This one says, shut the up, okay, and listen to Ghost. Questions, fans, and people that watch this channel. I have not listened to anything by Ghost yet. Any of you metalheads or Comment below, should Ghost be something I've got? Like, I love, they have figures, okay? They have 1/6 scale Ghost figures. Matter of fact, Trick or Treat Studios is making Ghost figures, and they're killer. They're killer. But I don't know if the music is killer. So I haven't listened. Maybe I should do a little research. You know how I like to research things. I might research it. We have an exclusive merch code thing here, which I will hold this like here and show you, but I do not want to. I might actually want to buy myself a shirt, okay, or something like that. So I'm not going to give that away. We have a card, a card on the, so Pop. This guy makes a lot of like, he has things made, man. This is Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor. This is a James Hetfield card, and I only know that because of James Hetfield on the back. And now that I look at the front, you can clearly tell that is a James Hetfield. So James Hetfield from Metallica, of course. And here's another Ghost. Okay, another card with Ghost on the back. I don't know. I think Ghost is kind of giving me a King feel. I don't know, and I like the whole evil looking thing going on there. So I'm having a strange feeling that Ghost might be my next thing. I'm not sure. We have another sticker here. Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor. Gene Simmons. Yeah, we do get. He did throw in a whole pile. A patch. Oh, in case I want to break out my Poison, or my Guns N' Roses, or my Poison, Guns N' Roses, or No Rest for the Wicked jacket that I wore back in like 1988 or something like that. I can break that out, and I can sew my Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor patch on there. And yes, I sew it myself. Yes, I teach preschool. Okay, I sew things. And we have Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor music memorabilia and more. This is another QR code. Shipping is always free. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. And finally, let me see. Is there anything else in the bottom? Oh, whoa! Wait a minute here. Wait. There's something else down here. There's something else down here. Oh, we got a note, and I'm kind of loving it. Here. Thanks for your order. Come see us at the parlor. And who is that? That's the man right there, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. Much respect, my friend. Good health to you. Okay? I don't know. My wife said to me the other day, she goes, hey, something ever happens to Ozzy, man, you're gonna lose it, aren't you? I'm like, I don't want to lie. There's been some people in my life, like rock stars that pass away, and it really affects my life. And it's usually only rock stars, not really actors. I never really had I had a couple of actor moments there. I had a Gene Wilder was one of them. Had a little actor moment there where I had a little sad type moment there. But it's usually rock stars or metal stars, where Prince, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, those people that I wish I could have saw while they were alive, and I kind of missed out on the whole thing there. And Ozzy, I did get to see live. Thankfully, I did see Oz at Ozzy at Ozfest with Black Label Society and Slipknot and a whole bunch of other groups there. So here we go. So we have here in hand, thanks to Mr. Patrick here, King Diamond from. The only thing that kind of stinks from this, and this is not Patrick's fault, is Super 7 stopped putting them in these boxes, these protective boxes things. And if you are a in-box collector, you're probably gonna want the box. But this is not any fault of his. This is a Super 7 call. They decided that they do no longer want to, I guess, waste the money on their boxes, so they're not putting them in the cardboard box anymore. Which I gotta tell you, I kind of like the cardboard boxes. I mean, look at this. This is nice. I mean, it's got the King's name on it. You know what I mean? And it's gonna look nice up there with my King Diamond Fragile Live in Concert box set that I bought a year ago. Which I might want to add that you can't find on eBay anywhere. So that might be worth some kind of money. I'm glad I made that purchase. Every once in a while, you make a purchase and you're just happy with your purchase. That's the way it works. So this one, on the other hand, says Mercyful Fate. Now, I watched some unboxings of this because there were some people complaining that it doesn't say King Diamond anywhere on this box. But does it really have to? I mean, if you're a fan of the group, if you're a fan of King Diamond, you know he's the lead singer of Mercyful Fate, so you know what you're going to get inside this box. I'd like to see the rest of the group version of this. And I also know that Super 7 is also going to be coming out with a Lemmy from Motorhead. And I was a little excited about that also. So here we go. So we look at the front of the box. We got the Merciful Fate symbol there. We got the upside down crosses on each side, and we have evil. Wait, no, it's not evil. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna say it because I might summon something. I might summon something if I say whatever it says on this thing. So he's got the little upside down cross with the little writings on the back, which I'm sure it has to do with something evil. Okay, I'm sure it's an evil thing because that's the king's shtick. Okay, that's his thing. That's what he let. The music that he plays are actually concept albums. I think that's what the word I was looking for. Concept albums, not compilations. They were concept albums, meaning what the coolest thing in the world is. He tells stories in his King Diamond album. So if you buy them, you get a whole story. It's like listening to and it's like listening to a horror story. Now, and I know my friend Patrick's probably like, "Hey, you gonna unbox this thing yet?" This is how I work my channel, my friend. This is what I do. I talk a little bit so people can be a little educated about what they're buying or what they might be into later on. I do recommend somebody picking up a King Diamond album. If you don't have one already, them is the way to go. It's a concept album, and all of his King Diamond albums, not so much the Mercyful Fate. Mercyful Fate is kind of by itself. There's not really concept. There's no concept album in it. It's just individual songs. But if you get the King Diamond stuff, they're storytelling. It's like listening to a horror story through music. And I'll tell you right now, the King has a killer voice. That was somebody going to my bathroom over there. So let me open this up. We're going backwards here once again. And on the back, oh, we got a story. Let me see what it says here. Mercyful Fate. In 1982, Mercyful Fate embarked on their first mini tour of Europe. The tour introduced King Diamond, it does say the King on the back, here we go, to the heavy metal scene and launched him as an icon who has influenced countless fans and bands. This is where it began. Yes, he did. He began with Mercyful Fate. And here is the Mercyful Fate version of the King. I'm going to go really slow. So you can see we got the upside down cross on one side. And we got the upside down cross on the other side. Now, do we have multiple heads? We do. We have a screaming king. And we have a grinding his teeth type king. The king's good for grinding his teeth. He's got that thing going on there. But I wish that YouTube would literally let me play some King Diamond music. But I'll tell you right now, if you don't know who King Diamond is, do me a favor, look him up, check him out, and I promise you will not be let down. Also, go on eBay. You want to buy yourself some records or some metal or music or rock music or something, cool stuff. I mean, lunch boxes, figures, toys, bobbleheads, all kinds of stuff. Check out the Papa's Rock and Roll Parlor, okay? This was a late night. I don't even know what the purpose is. Usually I like to buy something because music is memories and everything like that. Oh, I know what it was. I was watching a documentary on YouTube from beginning to end on Mercyful Fate to King Diamond. I was watching this big super documentary. And then I watched this other documentary on, it was actually, I think it was like an Orthodox church talking about the king and what he believed in and talking about Satanism and everything like that. And then I started watching interviews with King Diamond himself, explaining what he believed in, because I like to do a lot of research on people. So after I was done watching all of that, you know me and my OCD and my ADHD and my can't sit still and I can't focus on one thing, I was on my tablet Googling King Diamond CDs to see if I owned every single one. And I gotta tell you, this guy's got the ultimate King Diamond collection. I own every CD that he has ever released, with the exclusion of some, I want to say the bootleg live stuff. But there was some stuff that I was kind of shocked. I was kind of like, it was late at night and I kept not wanting to get up and going to check. But I'm like, do I have that one? Did I get that bonus one? They actually have a CD that's sculptured or cut out in the shape of King Diamond's head. And I was like, did I ever end up buying that? Because I know I wanted to buy it, and I wanted to make sure I completed my collection. And then I know that was going for a little bit. I don't remember if I bought it. But then I got up and I checked. I'm like, yeah, I got that. And then not only did I buy all of the King Diamond CDs throughout the years, because I've been listening to them, and prior to that, cassette tapes. Okay, when I was in high school, it wasn't CDs, it was cassette tapes, okay? So I got started with the cassette tapes. I updated my cassette tapes to CDs, and then within the last, I think it was like 4 or 5 years, they remastered the CDs with the were almost like so they actually look like replica records. So if you take the CDs out, as a matter of fact, these are them. These are the ones right here. What did I do with the rest of them? Did I just put them all over here? No, what the heck did I do with the rest of them? All right, well, anyway, this is the Mercyful Fate one. I'll find the other ones anyway. Probably put them over there. Yeah, see, they look like the record on the inside. Now, I didn't open up any of these. I didn't open up any of them because there was no reason for it. I have all the music downloaded onto my iPods. I have all the CDs already. One time around, I got special editions of the CDs. I got super deluxe editions of the CDs that come with DVDs. So it was kind of like a triple, quadruple, double, maximum. Listen, I was dipping all over the place. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. If you do not know who King Diamond is, YouTube him. Okay, look him up on YouTube. I promise you, you want to go with King Diamond Them, or King Diamond Conspiracy, or King Diamond Abigail. Anything else might confuse you and scare you at the same time. I don't know. Some people are into it, some people are not. It's an acquired music. Okay, it's definitely an acquired music. I'm just gonna throw one more thing out before I say goodbye. Okay, my daughter, who was like maybe 6 years old or whatever, I got her into King Diamond at like 6, 7 years old. It was the Them album, okay? Because she used to love the Grandma. It was Grandma, welcome home. That one right there, you know, the one. Let me touch you, let me feel, Gaga Grandma. That. And she used to listen to it all the time. She didn't know what she was listening to, and it's kind of funny because now that she's in her 20s and everything, I'll still put on King Diamond. She'd be like King Diamond, and she could still sing along to the songs, which I think is kind of cool. You know, as a parent, you know, you turn your kids on to the music that you grow up and you love and you enjoy. That's the sound of the dungeon. Yeah, I got a dungeon downstairs, and every time they open the door to the dungeon, it makes a strange noise. So I don't know what the problem is there. That they urinate in my dungeon. I don't like that. But with that said, anyway, so yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. You turn your kids on to certain kind of music, and then it sticks in their head for the rest of their life, and then they play it. Like I believe they played that song actually, the Welcome Home, on a Jay and Silent Bob movie. I don't know if it was Clerks, or I don't know if it was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, or one of those things. They stand outside and they're singing the song and everything. And right away she was like, "Hey, King Diamond." I'm like, "Yeah, it's the king, not this king, not that king, the other king." And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.